Blitzers, Nerf Clan, hey, it's Ronan. Welcome back to the channel. Doing a review today of the new line and only going to really talk about the Minotoro, the tier 10. I have played the tiers 8, 9, and 10. I will tell you that the SMV CC64 pictured here is a beast. It's a fantastic tank. It has all the things you need to succeed in a rotating turret. Maybe arguably one of the best TDs in the line. I can tell you this thing, the CC1 MK2 is the worst tank in tier 9, I would argue. Artie, hold on. Let me tell Artie. Doing a tank review. Sorry. And and I highly recommend you do not play or buy this tank. Skip it. Free XP it. Do whatever it takes. It is a hunk of junk. It only has, I kid you not, 1,586 DPM, which is just disgusting. In the Minotoro, oh, by the way, it's also slower than death. In the Minotoro, tier 10, the beast, I like the camo. It's 5,000 gold, by the way. Shoots little things off if you kill someone. I think Wargaming did a really nice job with the camo. Other than that, let's talk about the tank. It is strong. It's got some good features, but in my opinion, it's not strong enough. We'll look at the armor in a second. In terms of the view range, 255. Concealment's 42. It's got pretty low camo rating for a TD. 33 while moving, 9 while firing. Just not great. The DPM is the problem here. We got 1825 DPM. And look at the shot, shell 1. You guys are aware of this. The first shell is basically a third shell you only use when you have to. But it just takes 40-something seconds to get your magazine loaded. It's awful, and it's just not fast enough. In terms of the pen, great pen for the AP 289, He 374, and HE just 72. But you can see that the average damage 490, 410, 630. That reminds me a lot of the Badger. I think the Badger's HE is lower. And an aim time, this is the problem with the entire tank. My fault with it is this. Aim time 4.6, that's bad, not terrible. But dispersion of 3.363, and that's kitted out, is awful. It's like that of the 183, and your alpha is way too low to have that kind of dispersion. It does have a -10, and it does have a rotating turret of 45 degrees. It is a little quicker. It feels nimble, 34 top speed, reverse at 12, average speed 27, power to weight 15.3. So it feels movable, unlike the piece of garbage tier 9. However, I just still think that there are just really good choices out there that are better. Now, I would say the Badger is an obviously better choice. If you look at the DPM, the Badger now at 3,800. It is a premium tank, so if you're a free-to-play player and you don't have 20,000 gold laying around when it was available, I get it. However, there are still good options out there like the Kronwagen, which has a lot of the same features but is faster. It does have similar DPM to the... wait a minute. Oh, man. Okay, well, I just realized that thanks a lot to the DPM, the information is not correct here on BlitzStars. It's wrong. Well, so much there. However, I will just tell you, based on everything you see here, ignore BlitzStars. I promise you that the others offer much higher DPM. We said 1,800 DPM. Mobility, assuming this is right, it looks right on the mobility side of things. You know, it is okay mobility. You mainly see reds, which means it's better, but there's still some greens. It's similar speed to the Badger. Again, if you could just get the Badger, I think the Badger is better. And then in terms of HP and everything else, it's got lower HP, believe it or not, than the Badger. Obviously, the Kronwagen is going to have a lot lower. The auto reloader with this thing is so slow, I don't consider an auto reloader. But finally, let's take a look at the armor. And if you look at the armor, it is strong. And this is, it only, again, it doesn't have the complete features on here, but assuming this is correct, I believe it is, it's got a very, very strong upper plate, very, very strong, and a lower plate is still quite strong at 260 and change depending on the angle. The sides, obviously, you're not going to get much there, but still not bad. I mean, only the rear is really a HE magnet. So it does have -10 and good armor, which is appreciated. So let's hop into a replay and see what we got here. And we've got Anime Addict currently in Chomp Clan. Anime is one of my favorite guys to watch play a new tank because he plays it aggressively enough. And what I'm going to take a start at is take a look at how long it's going to take here to get the thing, all 3 shots loaded. It's a while. We're in Rockfield, by the way. Double tune match. Anime is tuning here with John 1978, and he has got a Venom tune with him. CODX on the opposite side. That's about what I see here. Anime is playing this, I would say, in the heavy position. He just got his second shell loaded, so he's actually capable now, after 35 seconds have gone by, to shoot, because beforehand you don't want to shoot that third shell. And that's one of the most important things. Now what? I sometimes make the mistake is I'm a mobile player, I accidentally shoot a shell. If you do that with the third shell, you're dead. And I do see that Anime has some lag here, which feels familiar because I've been having lag on my account for the last 2-3 weeks, and it's very frustrating. Right away, he sees a T95E6, looks for that giant tumor on his head, and he is trying to get some shots in there. The clip is fully loaded finally since a minute's gone by. He is trying to get on Cream Seal. I don't blame him for doing that. His teammates coming with 100. So far, this is kind of your standard battle for this map. With a juicy trip there, but Anime is going to take a shot here, and he's trying to play this like an autoloader to get 2 shots. There's kind of 2 ways to play this thing. He does get both shells and he bounces the shot. The 2 ways to play it is, to me, it's either a 2-shot autoloader or a 1-shot, so like a single shot, and just focus on your third shell. Already made a really good point that with only looking at the third shell, it does have about 2,700 DPM, which is reasonable anyway. Anime is trying to get shots on that. I don't know why he's not even looking at the T95E6. This gun does have a limited gun elevation, so it's possible that that's what he's struggling with. There it goes. Nice shot there. For all I know, he could have been reloading those 2 shells, which take what feels like 17 lifetimes to load. I find this tank to be incredibly annoying to play because the beauty of an auto reloader, like the Kronwagen or the Progetto or something, is that you really get you. Oh, there's a little animation, by the way. To be very honest, they could have done a lot more with that. I'm kind of underwhelmed. The seared spear animation that you get is actually better, but whatever. The auto reloaders, the best thing about them, you don't have to worry too much. You can just shoot, and you can just kind of play. It's actually easier to play than an autoloader. This is even worse. You got to count your shells. You got to make sure you don't shoot the third one. You got to make sure you keep a thing on it. And to me, that screws up your game. It does. Also, so far from what I've seen, this has a lower DPM or average damage, I should say, than most of the other tanks, which I think Planet Pins point out. Overall, this could be a good tank, even with this horrible reload, if they buff the gun. If they make the gun, like the Badgers, a good cannon that's accurate, with lower aim time, I think it's a very playable tank. But as it is right now, to me, I don't see a great reason to play this tank at all, honestly. Maybe a couple of maps I would bring it to. But other than that, obviously you can't pick that up. Obviously you can't turn it into any way, shape, or form. But there is a -10. Anime is going to shoot the third clip. He does. So great move there to shoot the third clip. That's where this tank has a nice ability. But now Anime cannot shoot for 30 seconds. So the thing that he has to do here with 751 HP is survive, because all this IS-7 actually had to do was go get 2 shots into him and clear him. IS-7 cleared his teammate, but now Anime still can't shoot. He really cannot shoot, because if he does, he's got another 30-second reload and he's done. So he has got to wait until this shell at a minimum is loaded. But what he's doing now is basically just waiting for the full clip. At this point, not much he can do anyway. It's an IS-7. He's going to try to clear the enemy Minotoro. And it's a really tough position. Now, there's that front armor we were looking at. That armor is very strong, even with heat, which this has heat of 300 something. But he does clear him with the 2 shots. He does have a chance here. He's got to reload this. He's at 3,800 damage. I think this IS-7 is an idiot, so it gives him a chance. IS-7, I have no idea why this guy did this. I mean, it's so utterly stupid. All he had to do was go face like them, back off. He could take 3 shots, but instead he's giving Anime full time, 20 seconds to reload his entire clip, and Anime now is going to toy with this guy. Now, he is a 1-shot, so this is not easy going, but this IS-7 is an idiot, so he gives Anime a legitimate shot here. That being said, Anime, you played this extremely well. There's shot 1. That's very unfortunate. No damage there. Gets a second shot now. Anime cannot shoot this third shell. He's still got 1,000 HP to chew through, which he can do in a full clip if he can somehow survive long enough, but he cannot shoot. This is what's so damn frustrating with this. And then honestly, a lot of people that you play with this is truly a special person. Anime, so he's just going to load his shell at this point. Might as well get the third shell going and go to work here. Nice shot one there. Shot two there. He's very close to space armor on the IS-7. May not matter with AP again. Well, it's about as good as you can play that tank. And it's good to have an idiot in IS-7 on the opposite team. But overall, I mean, playable tank, not horrendous or anything, but not going to be one I'd bring out. Great game, Anime, 5,200 damage, 4 kills. Lots of damage blocked as well. Let's take a look at the IS-7 and see what kind of a player he was. I call full retard, although not full retard. I mean, I don't know what happened there to that guy. I mean, that was so poorly played by Snow Rodeo. Bro, I'd be questioning life's decisions there. But all that being said, hey, you know, it's a tank. It's free, and it looks cool. So, you know, if you like those type of things, pull it out and play it. Thanks for watching, everyone.